Hi everyone, this is Lingam Bhukia, Assistant Professor of Triple Department from KG Reddy College of Engineering. And today I am going to discuss about a topic called transients. I would like to give a brief introduction about the transients, how they occur in the network, right? And what are the main causes of the transients, right? So the main topic which we are discussing today is transients. Transients. Okay. So the cause of the transient is sudden switching of the network or sudden removal of the network or sudden increase in the network or sudden switching of the source or sudden increase or decrement in the value of the sources here, right. So transients may occur due to sudden rise in the values of the sources or maybe sudden drop in the value of the sources, either may be voltage source or current source, or sudden switching of the load or sudden removal of the load, right. These are the causes of the transients, and transients occurs in the network which consisting of energy storage elements here, right. So we have energy storage elements like inductor and capacitor. When a network is consisting particularly a inductor or capacitor along with the resistor, then only transients will occur in the circuit here. A transient is nothing but a sudden disturbance. It is a kind of certain disturbance in the network, right. So let us see here why transients occur, right. So we know the voltage across the inductor. When a network consisting of inductor, then the voltage drop across the inductor is given by VL is equal to L into di by dt, right. And the current across the capacitor, when a capacitor connected to the network, the current flowing through the capacitor is given by I equal to C into dV by dt, right. So we all know inductor will not allow sudden change in current and capacitor will not allow sudden change in the voltage, right. May I know the answer? What is the reason why inductor is not allowing sudden change of current and why capacitor is not allowing sudden change of voltage across it? So what is the reason? Can you give me the answer? Yeah. Inductor will not allow sudden change of current because if current changes suddenly at t equal to 0, by substituting t equal to 0 in the place of dt, we will get infinite voltage. This is the voltage across the inductor or maybe voltage, right. Voltage or voltage across the inductor. When we substitute t equal to 0 in this place dt, in the place of dt, we will get 0 here and we will get infinite voltage. That means to allow sudden change of current in the current across the inductor, it requires infinite voltage source. But in the practical case, we don't have infinite voltage source, and this statement is invalid for impulse signal, because impulse signal is it's infinite at t equal to 0, right. So inductor will allow sudden change of current for a impulse voltage. For other signals, inductor will not allow sudden change in the current, right. Similar to the capacitor here, capacitor will not allow sudden change in the voltage because if voltage changes suddenly at t equal to 0, then I becomes 0 here, right. So if it allows sudden change of voltage across the capacitor, then it requires infinite amount of current. That's why it does not allow sudden change of voltage across the capacitor here, okay, right. So this is the main This is the main, these two are the main reasons why transients occur here, right. Now let us see, let us put these two equations in the practical network here, right. So let me consider a network here to elaborate these equations, right. So I am considering the network here, right. So this is the network which consisting of R and L elements, and this is the voltage source here V, and this is the element, these are the elements R and L, right. And so these elements are connected to the source through a switch, right, and I am going to close the switch at t equal to 0 here, t equal to 0, right. That means I am going to operate the switch at t equal to 0. I am closing the switch at t equal to 0 means before that switch is opened, right. Here see at t equal to 0 minus, the meaning of 0 minus is nothing but immediately before operating the switch. We are not operating the switch means it is in the open position, right. At t equal to 0 minus, what will be the current in the network, or what will be the current in the network here, I equal to 0, because it is not connected to the source here. Similarly, the voltage in the network VL, voltage inductor also 0 here, right. And now I am going to connect the switch here, I am operating the switch, right. At t equal to 0 plus, that means immediately after closing the switch, what will be the current, here. So what will be the current immediately after closing the switch here, what will be the current in the network. The current in the network will be remain 0, because inductor will never allow sudden change of current. And what will the voltage here? What will the voltage? Voltage across the inductor will be V, right. So current is 0 means initially inductor acts as the open circuit here, At t equal to 0 plus, it acts as the open circuit, right, and that is why the voltage across the open circuit will be maximum voltage V, right. Similarly, now consider the case at t equal to infinite, that means we close the switch and it is closed for a long period of time, that is at up to t equal to infinite, we close the switch here, right. Then what will be the current, in the circuit here, right. So here current will be I equal to V by R, because at t equal to infinite, inductor acts as the short circuit here. If you substitute t equal to infinite here, something by infinite will be 0. V equal to 0 means inductor will be short circuit. Inductor acts as the short circuit. When it becomes short circuit here, then the network will consist only one element, that is resistance here. Then the current flowing in the network will be I equal to V by R, and what will be the voltage? Voltage across the inductor will be 0, because at t equal to infinite, inductor acts as the short circuit here, right. Remember these cases here, Now I am going to elaborate this equation furthermore here. This is the case when source is connected to the inductor. Now let us see the behavior of the inductor without source, right. So I am taking one more network here. right? Here this is the switch here, the source is connected with the help of switch, the elements are connected to the source with the help of switch here. Let this is the position 1 here of the switch and this is the position 2 here. Now I am operating the switch, I am moving the switch from position 1 to position 2 at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, I am moving position of the switch from position 1 to position 2 here. Okay, right? So let us take the cases here similar to this. At t equal to 0 minus, at t equal to 0 minus, that means before operating the switch means the switch is initially connected to the source, then what will be the current? What will be the current here? What will be the current in the network? So current in the network will be I equal to, this is the source V here, the current will be V by R, because when the initially switch is connected for a long time to the network here, then inductor will act as a short circuit, here, right? And what will be the voltage here? Voltage across the inductor will be 0 again, because it is acting as the short circuit, right? Now take the case t equal to 0 plus. What I am doing now? I am moving the switch from position 1 to position 2, right? Then what will be the current here? What will be the current in the network? Now the source is disconnected here, this source is disconnected and the switch is connected like this here, and this will be the your network now, this will be your network. Then what will be the current here, right? So here current remains I equal to V by R, even after removing the voltage here, voltage source, the current will persist in the network here, right? At this moment inductor acts as the source here, current source, inductor acts as the current source. For the moment of time, inductor will act as the current source, here. Okay, right? So this is the situation of the inductor when it is disconnected from the source and connected to the position 2 here, okay, right? And now take the situation at t equal to infinite, so at t equal to infinite, what will be the current across the inductor here? Because t equal to infinite means the now switch is connected at the position 2 for a longer period of time up to t equal to infinite, right? Then inductor will start discharging here like this in the direction through the resistor, right? After some time it will be completely discharged and current across the inductor will become 0 here. In this case here it will act as discharged inductor or uncharged inductor, okay, right? And the voltage here will be V equal to 0 because no source is connected, and here voltage across the inductor will be, initially it acts as the, right, it acts as the open circuit, no, right, it will be 0 again, okay, right? So this is the situation of the inductor, this is the behavior of the inductor at t equal to 0 minus, t equal to 0 plus, t equal to infinite, right? So in fact the same inductor will act as the, here it will act as the current source, here it will act as the uncharged inductor, and here it is acting as the open circuit, it is acting as the short circuit here, right? These are the variation of the characteristics of the inductor here. Now take the situation of the capacitor here, how capacitor behaves, right? Now I am taking network to elaborate this equation, right, so this will be the circuit now similar to the inductor circuit. This is capacitor, Initially switch is opened and I am going to close the switch at t equal to 0. These are the elements R and C, and this is the voltage source V. Now take the situation at t equal to 0 minus. That means before operating the switch, immediately before operating the switch, what will be the voltage across the capacitor? Voltage across the capacitor will be 0 only, because switch is not connected, there is no source is not connected to the elements R and C. And what will be the current? Current also 0, because the source is not connected. Now at t equal to 0 plus, that is at t equal to 0 plus I am operating the switch. Now switch is moved to this position and switch is closed here. That means now source is connected to the elements R and C here. At t equal to 0 plus, what will be the voltage across the capacitor? Even the source is connected to the capacitor, the voltage across the capacitor will be 0 only, because capacitor will not allow sudden change of voltage. At t equal to 0, it not allow sudden change of voltage here. And what will be the current here? The current will be I equal to V by R only, because at t equal to 0, the capacitor acts as the short circuit. It becomes short circuit means there will be only one element, that is R, then current in the network will be I equal to V by R, right? And now take the situation at t equal to infinite, right? So at t equal to infinite means the switch is being connected to the source here, then what will be the voltage across the capacitor here? What will be the voltage across the capacitor? Right? It will be the maximum voltage, that is source voltage, because at t equal to infinite, if we substitute t equal to infinite here, right, then current will become 0. That means current becoming 0 means it acts as the open circuit here, and voltage across the open circuit is maximum. That's why the voltage across the capacitor will be V and current equal to 0, right? So that means at t equal to 0, capacitor acts as the short circuit, and at t equal to infinite, it acts as the open circuit here. Right? So this is the behavior of the capacitor. Now this is the behavior of the capacitor without source. Now consider a situation when it is connected to the source. Initially it is not connected to the source, later when it is disconnected from the source here, right? So see here, this will be your network. Initially it is connected to the source, capacitor, this is the resistor. Initially it is connected to the source here with the switch, with the help of switch. Later I would like to disconnect from the source. Say this is the position 1 here and this is the position 2 of the switch. At t equal to 0 I am going to operate the switch here. That is I am moving the switch from position 1 to position 2 at t equal to 0, right? And this is the voltage source V. Now take at t equal to 0 minus, what will be the voltage across the capacitor? Because for a longer period of time it is being connected to the source here, then what will be the voltage across the capacitor here? So the voltage across the capacitor will be V only, because it acts as the open circuit, right? And what will the current in the network will be 0, because it is a open circuit. And now I am moving the switch here from position 1 to position 2. Now the circuit will become like this here. This is your circuit, right? And switch is being connected to the position 2 here. At t equal to 0 plus, what will be the voltage across the capacitor? The voltage across the capacitor will be remain V only, because capacitor does not allow sudden change of voltage here, right? Then voltage across the capacitor will be 0, V, voltage across the capacitor will be V only. In this case, even though the network is not connected to the source, but the voltage will exist in the network here, and this is due to, because in this case capacitor will act as the voltage source here. Capacitor will act as the voltage source, right? And then what will be the current? Current I equal to this Vc by R or V by R, right? Now take t equal to infinite, that is, now the switch is being connected to the position 2 for a longer period of time. Then what will be the voltage, right? So the stored energy in the capacitor will be discharged or distributed through resistor for a short period of time, and after that at t equal to infinite, the voltage across the capacitor will become 0, because in this case it acts as the uncharged capacitor, right? In this case it acts as the uncharged capacitor, right? And then the current will be 0. Okay, this is the situation here, this is the actual situation, right? Now let us make a table with these conditions here to remember simply, right? So it will become easy if we make table here, right? So I am making a table at t equal to 0 minus, what will be the behavior of the inductor and capacitor, and what will be the behavior of the inductor and capacitor at t equal to 0 plus, and at t equal to infinite with source, with DC source, and at t equal to infinite without DC source, right? Now let us see the behavior of, let us put all these values in the table here. So at t equal to 0 minus, I am taking this case here, right? The inductor, when it is not connected to the source, the current flowing in the inductor is equal to 0 here. Current flowing through the inductor is equal to 0, right? That means when it is not connected to the source. And at t equal to 0 plus, how the inductor will behave? The current across the inductor will always 0, because it does not allow sudden change of current here. Then in this case it acts as the open circuit, right? And at t equal to infinite with DC source, how it acts? At t equal to infinite with DC source, when it is connected to DC source, at t equal to infinite, it is connected to DC source, it acts as the short circuit here. The same inductor will act as the short circuit, and at t equal to infinite without DC source, it acts as the uncharged inductor. At t equal to infinite without DC source, inductor will act as the uncharged inductor or discharged inductor. It acts as the uncharged inductor. Right? Now take one more case here. When initially it is connected to the source here, that means inductor is connected to the source, that means the current is flowing through the source here, I naught equal to say I. Then at t equal to 0 plus, that means initially it is connected to the switch, at t equal to 0 plus we are operating the switch and disconnecting from the source. That in that case the inductor will act as the current source. Inductor will act as the current source here. and current of the current source, the value of the current source will be I naught equal to I. Here it acts as the current source, right, and t equal to infinite, these are the invalid case for this case, right. Similarly for the capacitor, right. So similarly this is the similar case, these are, if I place the capacitor values here, so I think one more case will be visible to you here. So initially it is not connected to, when it is not connected to the source here, this is a capacitor, when it is not connected to the source, then voltage across the capacitor V naught Vc is equal to 0, and at t equal to 0 plus it acts as the 0 voltage only, because voltage across the capacitor will be 0 only, because doesn't allow sudden change in the voltage, it acts as the short circuit here, it acts as the short circuit, right. At t equal to infinity with DC source, how it acts? It acts as the open circuit, right. And at t equal to infinite without DC source, at t equal to infinite without DC source, it acts as the uncharged capacitor, and at t equal to 0 minus, these are the two cases which remained here. There it acts as the voltage source, and these two cases are not valid for that, right. So these are the cases. One more case is due to the insufficient place I am not writing here, and these are the transients. Actually this is the brief introduction about the transients. Is it clear to you? So let us make a table complete here. So this is the case here, right. So if you want make, draw like this also, right. So this is the brief introduction to the transients. Thank you very much.